mother said that I was holy. My father said that I would burn. My mother said I was an angel. My father said that I would turn. So I believed these words and I turned on myself. Cause maybe he's right, maybe I'm worthless. Or maybe he's wrong and my mother was right. I got a killer in me to give me purpose. I can feel a Hollywood. I can feel a Hollywood within. No, I can't take a Hollywood. No, I can't take a Hollywood again. This is what you wanted. I'm gonna bring a letter. I'm gonna bring a letter. You just keep wanting more. With your blood and your
I am Psycheshire, your host. So, how are we doing on volume as well as audio? Can you hear me? Yes, yes. Tell me. Yes, mic is good. Sweet. So, hello. And we are going to be doing Red to Embrace Hollywood. So, introducing myself, for those of you who do not know, I am Psycheshire. Again, I am your host. Welcome to my domain. Mi casa es su casa. My home is your home. Make sure that you sit back and relax and enjoy the story time for tonight. I'll make the panels and what we do normally for our intro go kind of quick so we can start into the game. So, if you look at the panels up above, and you'll see that it has, the time that we're supposed to start. My apologies for being late, but that's a thing. Yeah. So, also, there is an artwork that was done for me by someone else. It's kind of like a gift. And I think it's really awesome and very cool. So, if you're interested in that kind of artwork, make sure that you contact that individual. About me, trust me, that's nowhere near enough to figure me out. However, it's at least a taste, so to speak. And contact me. If you notice, there is Discord, Twitter, Steam, and YouTube channel. Discord, you want to come hang out? You want to see where I live? Then come on, that's my cave. Discord, thank you, Karakvar. Twitter, you want to see what I do whenever I'm bored, and my Pinterest, as well as any information about when we're streaming? That would be Twitter. Come find me there. Steam, why in the hell would you care about Steam or friending me on Steam? Well, that is where I play Dead by Daylight. And when I play Dead by Daylight, you can play with me. That means I can have you as a friend over there. And if you get in my Discord, then you're in my voice chat. Then if you're in my voice chat and you're playing the game, it makes it 10 times more fun. So make sure that you do that, as well as the YouTube channel. Why would you want to do the YouTube channel? Well, it has all of my videos from Twitch uploaded, as well as Dead by Daylight, the funny bloopers, as well as Beat Saber, where I play Beat Saber, which is a VR game that is very similar to Blades and swinging blades around. So that's kind of my thing. Also, if you look down on the panels, you'll see that there's emotes from Jelly that we haven't installed yet. Croc, please remind me to do that. I am horrid on remembering that, so that we can go ahead and get those emotes. We'll bring the Blast from the Past back. We probably will do that as a tier 1. But we'll talk about that later. But just don't forget to remind me, because I'll forget. And then there's Chester the Chat Cat. Now, who's Chester the Chat Cat? See that adorable little feline right in the middle of your screen? That is Chester. And Chester wants you to behave. If you do not behave, you will be eaten. And if you're not by Chester, then you will be by me. So make sure that you behave. Chester's rules. There's all the rules, games we're playing, and my songs. And that's not all of them. That's just some. So, you guys ready to play? Yeah? And I'll let you know as we're getting the game loaded up. Chat, it is interactive. That means I will ask you 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have to pick. You have to choose. Yeah. Then you have to choose what you pick, because you are directing me, you are leading me. We are the prey in this, so to speak. Hiya, Corvid. Ready to play? Let's rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put this down, bring us to our live scene. And you guys just hang tight. Yes? Be right back. So, making sure that the audio on this scene is good. Can you guys hear me? I'm assuming. Yes. Yes. You should be able to see. Yeah, still golden. Excellent. You should be able to see the game at this point. If you listen, you'll hear a little click. That means that your audio is working too. Just like that. So, remember as we go through this, you want to make sure that when I ask, very good, sweet. Yeah, yeah. You want to make sure that whenever I ask you to choose 1, 2, 3, or 4, make sure you pick one. Do not make me wait. And do not, just sit there. Make sure that you tell me something. You snooze, you lose. So help me out, Jetpack. Make sure you pick quick and fast so that I can make decisions for you. Yes? All right, you ready to crack this? I am. Let's see what this has for us today. We're going to load it up. Also, possibly, maybe, later tonight, might do Dead by Daylight. Even though I'm supposed to go to bed, I'm not. Well, I will, kind of, sort of, but probably not in a timely fashion. But that's okay. No, I won't. So, March 12th. Let's see. What are we going to do? We're going to do this one. I believe that's where we stopped. No. Is this where we stopped? March 12th? I guess it is. Mm-hmm. Are you ready? I do believe this is where we're at. Rock, remind me. I don't think I stopped here, but I guess I did. Because it's the 12th, so must have. Yep, this is our save file. Sweet. Y'all ready? I promise you'll have a friend forever in this girl. Lucia doesn't forget cuties who help her out. She's a bae? So do 1 or 2. Either then I'll ask Sir Rose to sort it out, don't worry, or it'll be taken care of. Which one do we do? 1 or 2? Which one? Chat. 1? What else do we think, chat? Either 1 or 2. I'm thinking... Yeah. I'm thinking 2. I am kind of thinking 2. We don't... 1. Are you saying 1, Croc? Yeah, I don't want to be responsible for what she needs. I'm in a cutthroat mood right now. Yeah. I'm indifferent. We've got 2 ones and 2. We're going to try 1 and see what happens. But, I could go either way. Thank you so much, darling. Anytime you need something, you know who to call. Oh, and could you make sure they're cute? The vampire who gets sent over would really be the cherry on top. She beamed at me in delight, clearly thrilled by the new arrangement. Before I forget about the deal, Hollywood Heights Hotel is her headquarters, right? I'll give it a call tonight. See about setting up that little agreement. But for now, I need to be getting back to work, I'm afraid. Come by as soon as you can. Thanks again for everything. You've got a real pluckiness to you. I bet you're going to go far one day. Hello, Vin Smoke. So it's either 1, 2, or 3. Either I hope so, bye, Lucia, or I'm going somewhere, that's for sure. Or you're right about that much. See ya. Which one? 1, 2, or 3? You can take her in as your blood pet. I don't take blood pets, I hunt. I'm thinking. You're thinking two? You're thinking two? You're thinking two. Alright, let's try two. Alusha blew a kiss at me before turning around, sauntering back towards the Barvar Free Bar. And with that, my job was finished. After worming my way past a few unwanted admirers, I managed to slip out of the club. With still plenty of time before sunrise, I could visit a few places tonight. If I could just find a taxi to flag down, the main streets were already flocking with people. I turned the corner to a more quiet road, about to hail an oncoming cab, when my senses suddenly prickled. Someone was watching me. I quickly glanced from left to right, trying to make out any shapes in the shadows. Yet even with my sharpened eyes, I saw nothing. Maybe it was just my imagination. Do excuse me, but might I have a moment of your time? A figure emerged from the alley behind me, tipping his hat in greeting. It was the same Golgotha I'd met in the streets with Marcus, Zhang. Either one or two, Chad Pack. You tell me. One. What are you doing here? Well, maybe you should ask yourself the same question after all. I am only here because you are. His musical, carefree voice lingered in the air, almost bordering on laughter. Well, I'm simply dropping by to deliver a small message courtesy of my master. Very convenient that I should find you here. Oh, God. 1, 2, or 3? Which way shall I go? Vin, you don't kick his ass. That's not an option. It's 1, 2, or 3. Which way? 1, 2, or 3? Uno, dos, tres. The master is the daddy of secrets. So we got a 3, we got a 3, we got a 2. So far, 3s have it. Anybody else in the voting line? We're going to have to go with 3s. Alright. If he wants a favor from me, tell him to get in line. No, indeed. Nothing so terribly banal. You'll be happy to hear. He offered me a wide grin, shadowed eyes staring at me for a moment longer than necessary. You see, my master wishes to extend an invitation. He wants to meet the latest vampire riding a tide of rumors around Hollywood. So 1, 2, or 3. Either really I didn't know I was getting a reputation to. Why does he want to meet me exactly? Which way do you want to go? You tell me. 2. Okay. I'm kind of liking 2 also. What does he want to meet with me exactly? Let's just go ahead and get it out on the table. To formally make your acquaintance, of course. There's a bit of unsavory gossip floating around about him. No doubt you've already heard some, but he'd like you to judge his character for yourself. Zhang leered at me silently for a moment, rocking back and forth on his toes. After word spread about your partnership with Miss Locke, your disruption of our meeting with the Mavar, your association with various powerful vampires, well, one rarely sees a Noatibe with such exciting start. It was only a matter of time before you attracted attention, especially my masters. He stressed the first word poignantly, holding the second syllable long enough for his fangs to stick out and shine. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Either I'd really like to meet this mysterious master of yours, or I'll consider the offer. Or, okay, I'll bite. Where's he staying at? Or 4, this meeting is sounding more and more like a bad idea. Which one are we doing? 1, 2 below, 3 up top, 4 below. Which way do we want to go, Chatback? I'm feeling... Are you thinking 3? Which is the okay, I'll bite. Where's he staying at? Is that where you're feeling Corvid? I'm feeling... maybe 3. 3 could work. What do you think? I'm liking 3 or 1. Either one of those. I'm not sure about the others. But that's what I'm feeling. What about you? 3 or 1? Let's try 3. We shall try 3. Okay, I'll bite. Where's he staying at? Whenever you're ready to meet him, just wander towards Holyfield Cemetery and head for the mausoleum. Ooh, the mausoleum. Oh, and please, don't bring any guests. I see, he lives in the mausoleum? Or wait, seriously? A cemetery? There's nothing wrong with a cemetery. Straight up. Cemeteries are just fine. We're going to go with 1. I'm pulling rank. I see, he lives in the mausoleum. Yes, well, something along those lines. Good call. Zhang shrugged nonchalantly, glancing to the side. My master just enjoys the charming requiescence that the cemetery provides, you see? Oh, and it has a delightful view. With another light chuckle, the man offered me a small bow, adjusting his tie with one hand. Please do consider his invitation. I've no doubt you will appreciate it. Now, have a fantastic night, Cheshire. So, 1 or 2, Chatback? Which way you want to go? I'm 50-50 split. You tell me which one you're feeling. Either thanks, same to you, or ... That's fun. You don't have to actually say anything, just ... You're thinking 1, Corvid? You're thinking ... 2. What else? I'm thinking... We got a 1, we got a 2. Somebody break the tie. I think Croc is AFK. So who's going to be brave enough to break this tie? Otherwise, I'm going to pick. I don't think the decision for this is going to be that critical. I could just be either one. So, we're going to go with doop. He bowed again, this time more deeply, before stepping back towards the alley. His presence seemed to have faded away almost instantly. Maybe some kind of trick? Or else something more sinister. Only time would tell. Or maybe nothing would. After Zhang left, I managed to hail a cab. Quickly hopping inside, I decided to either travel somewhere or head back to the hotel. This is where we're going to have a little bit of a split. It's going to either be traveling somewhere or heading back. I could see it going either way. I don't think it really matters at this point. Because I think whichever one, I don't know, if you go back to the hotel, it may ask you to travel. We Golgotha are quite mysterious creatures. Are you? We Assamites are not. Now, alright, let's try travel somewhere. It looks like that's going to be a thing. Alright, so we either visit... Oh, Lord. Saturnalia, or we visit a beach house, or we visit Blood and Roses. Blood and Roses is a porn shop that belongs to Marcus. The beach house is Randall's, which they just had a massive fight there. Saturnalia, that's that bar thing. So what do we want? 1, 2, or 3? Talk to me, chatback. Convince me. I'm almost feeling 3. Maybe. 3. There you go. Consensus. We're gonna see how this is gonna fly. Visit Tom. What? Beckett. Oh yeah, Beckett. Beckett's a beast. I like Beckett. Come to the sex shop. I decided to stop by Blood and Roses to check to see if Marcus was around. He'd probably have some interesting insights to offer as usual. Now, before we get in here, I'm just going to go ahead. I know Croc is not on. Yeah. You know, it's a thing. So, he's going to, what? Oh, Vin. Let's just say this. He's not. No. I'll go ahead. Usually Croc would fly out that, adult warning thing. I'll just let you know. If it gets too bad, if it gets to the point where I have to shut down the stream, which it's okay if it does, we're going to go debaucherous as fuck over on my own server. So, I'm just letting you know. If it does, relax. Don't worry. We'll have to delete the VOD. But this is a blind playthrough. I got no idea what is coming up on the screen. So just be warned. I warned you. I found Marcus in front of the large floor mannequin, shuffling his feet in some kind of strange movement. Thank you, Croc. You're a dream. When I stepped closer, he came to a stop, swiveling around to face me. Ah, Cheshire. It seems you've caught me practicing the salsa with my partner. My evening exercise. There you go. Or I could be your partner instead. I'm a little softer than plastic. Oh, we don't need to do this. Oh, sorry. Should I leave? Or I didn't know you were a dancer. Which way you want to go, chat pack? Thank you, Grok, by the way. I was like, yeah. 2 or 4? Oh, 2 or 4. And I have been warned what not to do. Tiger. Hey, Tiger. Welcome. Welcome to my domain. I am Cheshire. I am your host. You want to go with 2? Y'all gonna lead me down the road to hell. Like I don't already know the way myself. I could be your partner instead. This is gonna go bad. But that's just it. What if I should drop you? No, better not take that risk. You ass. Well, if there's anything I can do for you, sister, my ears are at your disposal. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Either I have a question about you, or about someone else, or something that happened recently. And then that's it. So let's not do the last one. Do you want to do, and we've done about someone else in a question. That's why these are in darker colors. You want to do something that happened recently? Yeah. Let's do that one. Ooh, what you said at the beach. Let's do that. 1, 2. That'd be a good thing. Yes, I said many things. As I said, I believed it was the right moment to stir the pot. Of course, it was no fearless decision. From the moment I opened my mouth, I thought to myself, I'd better not say this. This is too far. How many times has that thought gone through my head? I just say it anyway, because it's a thing. Won't lie. But if I didn't speak my mind, who would? I regret none of it, not a single word. So, what did you mean with that statement on equality? Or change the subject? Which way do we want to go? 1 or 2, chat pack? Yes? I'm thinking we could do 1. 1, 2. Ask what they meant about the statement on equality. Thoughts? We'll probably have the option to change the subject later. I think. We'll see. You always sit there and look if you... Yeah, is that what you're thinking, Magic? I'm thinking the same. Corvid, we're thinking 1. Yep. Alright, we'll go with a consensus. We'll go with 1. No matter what delusions we'd like to harbor, not all mortals, nor vampires, are created equal. Sex, race, gender, none of that factors into play. There are simply weak creatures who will wither, even when given every chance to succeed, and powerful ones who can't be kept down in the most dire of upbringings. But that's how it should be. If everyone were utterly equal, there would be no great beings. There would be no admirable souls, for all would be admirable. I believe in no discrimination save for one, the will to fulfill oneself. For as nature proves, the meek shall inherit nothing at all. Okay, cool. Now let's check about something else. We have a question about you, about someone else. I think we already did these, though, which is why they're dark. So how about we do, I think that's all for now. What do you think? You want to do one, a question about you? Oh! They did have some more stuff, didn't they? You can repeat about yourself. I see this. So, how did you know my name even though I wasn't supposed to be turned? Have you turned other vampires before? And where did you pick up your accent? What do you want? 1, 2, or 3, Chatpack? I follow your lead. You tell me. I am at your mercy. What you think, Jetpack? I'm feeling... one. Kind of curious about that. I'm indifferent about his accent. I could care less. There's a fourth one with what he thinks about vampires in pop culture. Really? Where? Oh, about something else maybe? Or let's just get this one done. We'll do one. Because sooner or later, I learn the name of everyone in Hollywood. Somebody said it, but I couldn't tell you who. Marcus gave me a simple shrug, like that was all he had to say on that matter. There you go. What do you think of vampires in pop culture? You want me to do that one? Yes. I think we should. Since you mentioned it. Let's do it. They baffle me. Why would anyone believe that a century-old creature could be deceived so easily by humans, or even operates on a normal human logic? There are indeed such foolish vampires, but they aren't the norm by any means. If they were, why would we be a dying race instead of a dead one? Marcus sounded slightly miffed, adjusting his sunglasses with a bemused sigh. Okay. Now we've got, have you turned to the vampires before? Or where did you pick up your accent? I am so indifferent to the accent. You can pick that up anywhere. But what about, has he turned others? You have any childer? God forbid. Yes. See? Psychic connection there, Magic. I already knew what you're going to pick. Oh, many, until the fairly recent past. I turned to most anybody that asked me. Seriously? I firmly believe every soul cognizant of itself must take responsibility for its own actions. If one knows all the conditions of vampirism, yet still wishes to be turned, I saw it as my role to fulfill that wish. Then there's what made you stop doing it, and but why? It's a curse. You shouldn't hand it out like it's not a curse. Don't even go there. I'm gonna make a ruling here. We're gonna go with number 1. What made you stop doing it? There was one powerful, clawing reason that I could no longer ignore. I was getting too many postcards from my progeny. In an official character Q&A, Marcus says that if any vampires sparkle like in Twilight, he would roll all of them into a giant disco ball and hold a party. That's pretty good. Those aren't actually, to me, those aren't really vampires. A true definition, in my opinion, of what a vampire really is Klaus from the originals. Pure beast. Always riding that edge between beast and humanity. That is a vampire. Sparkle shit is a joke. I didn't even watch any of that mess. Yes, Klaus and Elijah. Klaus and Elijah are the two. This is interesting. Glad you bring that up. Klaus and Elijah are both the two sides of a coin. You merge them together and they're perfect. But you can't. Because the beast side on one side and the elegant side on the other have to have their own sides. They have to have their own pieces to the puzzle. So you got to see a compassionate and caring and loving side of Klaus, but the demonic beast-like side. On Elijah, he looks nice and formal, but his beast side is just as ravenous. So they both have to have their good side and their beast side at the same time. But they are both so fucking cool. Sorry. To me, that is a pure vampire. Alright. I was getting too many postcards from my progeny. I guess it's as good a reason as any. That can't actually be it. You want to question him? Shall we do one or two? What do you think, Jetpack? I'm feeling two. He's hiding something. Not that it really matters. We're here just to bullshit. But I'm thinking there's more. There's a depth. If you only play around on the surface, you never see what's beneath. That can't actually be it. And why not? I certainly have no moral hang-ups about turning individuals who plead for it. Not only are their mistakes none of my affair, but beyond those concerns. If one desires self-destruction, even secretly, then sooner or later it will always surface. His smile seemed a little darker than normal. A certain ending includes postcards. The salt is real? We'll see. Alright, where do you pick up your accent? I really don't care, but we're going to do this anyway. Why not? I saw it shining on the street, grabbed it, dusted it off, and placed it in my head. God, that sounded horrid. Sometimes you're never quite sure where your strangest parts come from, but you can embrace them nonetheless. More often than not, they're the best parts. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Either, could you tell me a story from when you were human? Or, I feel like you contradict yourself sometimes. Or, is there a reason you live in Hollywood? Where do we want to go with this? 1, 2, or 3? 1. Tell me a story from when you are a human. 1. It's okay. We'll go there. Well, if you were expecting any grand, tumultuous, tragic, or dramatic backstory from me, I fear I may have to disappoint you. I endured only average struggles, and so true suffering was something I had to seek out to myself. Although Marcus didn't sound bitter or reluctant, I could hear a brief strain in his voice. What I experienced for the longest was isolation, never voicing my thoughts to anybody, never receiving information that I was sane or even real. It was so very, very lonely, like standing on an ice-cold mountaintop. Eventually I learned to enjoy my own company as much as anyone else's. Perhaps most of all, the quiet ricochet of my thoughts filled that chilling void. By the time I left the mountain, I realized something important. I would never need anyone else to be whole. Having a companion appeals to me greatly, of course, but if I were doomed to wander alone for the rest of my existence, passing empirically through the ages, I would accept such a fate. He gazed into the distance for several long moments, and a number of thoughts could have been shifting behind his unfocused eyes. That wasn't much of a story, I'm afraid. Oh well, you should know by now you'll only get stories when you don't ask for them, Cheshire. Let's move on. Alright, 1 or 2. Either I feel like you contradict yourself sometimes, or is there a reason you live in Hollywood? 1 or 2, Chatback. Which way you want to go? What are we thinking? 1? You want us to ask him about contradicting? I think that's in his nature. Oh, indeed, I am a dreadful hypocrite, and a man of many contradictions. But so are we all. Marcus let out a smug chuckle, but he didn't seem to be entirely teasing. I suppose it's the same reason why I have such a love for metaphors. They involve the listener, making them think, interpret, insert themselves into an idea like art. It doesn't matter how truthful or consistent it is, as long as the observer draws out some kind of value. A mere statement of facts, why, that simply doesn't allow any room for imagination. Oh, we don't need to know this. Have you had many lovers in the past, or is there a reason you live in Hollywood? I don't know if I want to know the answer to this question. You tell me. Where are we going with this, Chadback? By the way, we're getting not too far away from shutting this down and doing a Dead by Daylight. I feel it's time to be prey. Except in Croc's thing, because, of course, yeah. Croc cannot be the killer. I have deemed it. He will never be the killer again in a custom game. Croc, you hear that? The queen has decreed this. Have you had many lovers in the past? A modest amount, but I was always far more in love with the idea of them than the true individuals themselves. They've blown from my mind like weeds in the wind. Now all I need is my right hand and 10 minutes alone with some specific pay-per-view channels. Nice to know, Marcus. That reminds me, I need a new TV guide. Wow. What? Yeah. At least we get to know much more about the bouncer to the eternal party of hell. You got that right, Corvid. He's a beast boy. Rev's chainsaw. What do you mean? You wait. I'm going to get that axe. I'm going to be doing some tomahawk throwing. God, I love that. No, it's that gun. Okay. I'm weird. I know I'm odd. But when I hear that ch-ch-kaboo and that it sounds like chain, I don't know. I really don't know. It's kind of like I just take my hands off the keyboard and go, do whatever you want. I don't care. That's why I keep dying to that. Well, at least we got to know much. Yeah. All right. Let's do Is There a Reason You Live in Hollywood? We'll do one more. Oh, many. I enjoy solitude. But I also possess a need to know that humanity is nearby. That's why I so adore this city. Whatever you are, both the glimmer and the filth of mankind are always close. I find the urban symphony of police sirens, car alarms, and droning traffic comforting as I fall asleep. Sirens especially. No better lullaby than the answer to another person's frantic misery. As for other reasons, well, I'm here for you. Obviously, take that however you wish. Oh, Marcus. That's so fucking cute. Watch, he'll do something bad about something else. Alright, so here's what we're going to do, Chatback. We are going to go ahead and shut this down. And we are going... Ow, ow, ow! We are going to go play Dead by Daylight. So, I'm shutting this down. Who shall I raid? Is my friend on? Near Dark Studios is. Guess who we're gonna raid? We're gonna raid Near Dark Studios, my friends. Thank you, Corvid. Croc, you ready to, like, be prey or whatever the heck we do? I'm there. Like, you do well at it. My ass just dies. It's okay. I don't mind. It's fun. So let's raid Near Dark. RAID NEARDARKSTUDIOS. My birthday. You don't die that often. Well, no, you don't die that often. You really don't. Hold on. Let me go ahead and save this. Menu. Save. Let's save it here. Overwrite save. Yeah. Menu. Yes. Exit. Alright, we out, Chatpack. You ready? We about to do... I'm actually going to crank up my own stream on my browser so I can hear it. Jump in Near Dark. You guys ready?
Gordon Hayward shows
Oh my
his
god, I
opponents
have an
no
ad.
mercy.
I hate that.
No, seriously.
All right.
He's like ridiculously
Y'all
competitive.
ready?
which is why
Let's
he
get
refuses
ready
to
to
play
raid.
on anything but gamer grade.
I hate that. I hate when you get the ads. All right. Here we go, chat back. Ready? 3, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.